Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Check 24. Check 24.
Shift.
On the ground, it's Cook. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Let's go.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby.
Gun. Hey, no, easy. Rose. Hey, flipper.
Hatchet. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, alert 3.
They just do get the play off. Now Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 24 yards.
Line out.
Check.
First and 10.
Check. Jam.
Hey, zoom.
Flare. Alert.
First down. Here's Cousins.
Check it back.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 47 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Dan Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their own 23. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Carson, who is a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, has picked up the pace this year after a slow start. 3 straight 100-yard games. Most recently, Week 6, 124 yards and a game-winning score in the 4-point win over Cleveland on the road. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
I know he ain't got it.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check Mike 54. Watch the screen. Check. Joker. One left.
On second down, it's Carson. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. got the hook up to Moore. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Watch the whip. Let's go double count right here. Double count. Go. Right there.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Kill. Gun. Hey, turn it out.
This is Carson.
Go. It's run.
Anthony Harris on the tackle.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Run left.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Luke 15. Mike 54.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Watch twist.
Gotta go. In and out. Let's go. Good cut.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
36. Hey.
Check full.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
0.
On 3rd down, it's Carson, and he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
1st down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check 30.
Go.
Kill. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Here's Carson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 10-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway here in Los Angeles. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Don't be scared of it.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 18-yard line.
Cut. 180.
Mike spot 4.
Oh, you got deep? DC.
Play.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff, he's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
Let's go.
Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 51 yards.
And the Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. A shotgun snap for Goff. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams 1st down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. He was going right back to Cooper Kupp, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Watch the pass.
Check 50.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Hey, you got it.
Hey, 76.
Mike spot
76.
4.
Buzz.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Get ready.
26-yard line.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now Cousins. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there out of Cook. 68 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll run with Cook.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change?
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, 79 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Gun. Hey, we're good, we're good.
Smooth.
Hey, flipper.
25, check 25, check 25.
Throwing on second down. Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Cousins now setting up the screen for Cook. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
56.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away.
Here I come. Here I come. Check.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Samson Ebukam and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
5. 49, check 49, check.
Super.
Out of the gun. Goff. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
From the gun, here's Goff. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On second down, Cook. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Jahan, 180, Quaker Omaha.
They're running it.
Under 10, under 10. You draw Corker. Listen to me.
Check 13.
Hey, Alpha.
Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Here I come again. Hey, Orbit. Lynch 50. Gun. Wide, get wide.
Slam.
80 weapon. Watch the safety creep.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Yellow.
Second and 12 at the 43-yard line.
Hey, Foxtrot.
On second and 12, Cousins. And Diggs has it. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Cousins the thrower. And he finds Cook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Hey, wahoo!
A first down throw for Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On first down, it's Cook. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
He's checking. Crash. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Switch.
On second down, it's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
It's our field.
Leave it. Bring up 48. Hey, Delta.
Check the out read. 56, the mic.
On third down, Cousins. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
On first down, Goff. He's going to wind up and air it out. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it's going to be second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Orange. Go.
Here's Goff.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25.
Let's go. Let's do this.
A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. And Zuerlein's kick is good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make...
Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the night, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Bravo. Nice. Ric Flair.
Check. Fresno.
Goff now to throw. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check.
Hey, Steamer. Hey. High 7.
To throw is Cousins. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The veteran Eric Weddle there to break that one up.
Just work with me a second here because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, You need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, it feels like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check, 56.
Hey, yo.
Put him on the buses. That's good.
Throwing his Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Samson Ebukam, his second sack of the night.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
56.
Hey, Echo.
Yeah, right there. 56. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Fourth down, Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third set,
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 42 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
the concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Super one.
Check 24, check 24.
After the interception, here's Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with his second touchdown of the night. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. This will be taken short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play and give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A gain of 6 there on first. To throw again on second down. Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there. First down. First down. Here's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Cousins. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. To throw, Cousins. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
54. Come to my work.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley stiff-armed it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. 12.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Again, they run with Gurley. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
180.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
Factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Now a timeout called for by the offense as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Dante Fowler in on the stop. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Watch the run. Good stop, baby.
From the gun, here's Cousins.
Crunch time, defense.
Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of cover.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
Get him, boys. Yeah.
Samson Abuka, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Now the Vikings lead. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go! The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Set. 180.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Run.
53's the Mike. 53. Check 53.
They gonna need some therapy. Pistol.
Whip.
Hey, exit.
The whip. Tight dog.
Run.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Pistol.
Mike, 53.
First carry for Nick Chubb. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Regular.
Hey, turn it out.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Kamara now to return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the run. Watch twist. Watch twist. 36, 36.
Check 4, check 4.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
On 2nd down, Kamara.
Go, go. Run, run, run.
Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
In your face.
51's a Mike.
Now Bridgewater.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Escaping the pressure right. And Ginn's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 44 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike 53.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Here I come. Here I come.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And an alley to run. The 20, 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, 45 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Bridgewater, and down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Bridgewater, flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Check 13.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Ginn has it complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ted Ginn. As the first half is winding down, and the Saints have taken the lead. Bridgewater to throw it, and they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught, and it stretches their lead up to 8. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so, and guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Real. Watch out.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The end result, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Chubb. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They run. Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Kill. Hey, Zoo. Clock.
On 2nd and 7, Breeze. Flushed out right. And he rifles one incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Check 43. Slam. Eddie Weber.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So Breeze is going to stay out there. And they're going to go for this on 4th down.
Let him. Hey, kill.
They do go for it. It's Breeze.
He's checking. Crash.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
Five. Hey, kill.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Shift. Watch the shift.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And he will find a man here as Thomas comes open.
Here we go.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line. Breeze now on first down. It's Hill, complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast, second half, no matter what. Well, his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Point it right. We got double up.
On second and very short, Mayfield. It's caught, Beckham. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup at 25. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. 3 quarters have come and gone. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Check 52.
Check safety.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the afternoon. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point by Seibert up and good as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another first and 10.
Mike Spoke. I'm coming after you.
Here's Bridgewater. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
That was second down run for Murray. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
Slam. Begin. Check three.
Here we go with Kamara, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Come off the ball hard. Shit.
On the ground, it's Chubb. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. On the carry, it's Chubb. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Keep playing hard.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Chubb. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Rush in.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check. Crunch.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 9-yard touchdown run as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Check. Hot. Jammer. Takes 3. 218. Chopper. Flare. Shit. Hey, alert 33. Check the backer.
They're going to try and run for it. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
The Saints take over.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Space to maneuver at the 40. Latavius Murray. He's at the 30. 10. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
That's fielded in the end zone. Stays on his feet.
There we go. The Browns take over 1st and 10.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Jump, regular. Hey, alert. 6-6, pull it high.
Kill. Whip. Watch the whip.
Kings.
Chubb will get the call, running left. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
General West.
53 is the mic. I'm coming after you.
Mayfield to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
180.
Mike, number 53.
Hey, alert.
I'm coming after you.
Kings.
53 is the mic. 53. Check 53.
Mayfield looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
I got one. Check. 53 is Mike.
Hey, Alpha.
53 is Mike.
Here's Mayfield. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.
Up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from the Superdome. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Come on, set. Hey, come on. Check. 45 is the mic. Hey, pick your game up. Watch twist. Watch twist.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 19-yard line.
Down. The mark to play. 66. Pull it. Half. Watch it.
Bridgewater now. They'll roll him out right. This is caught by Ginn. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Orbit. We're good. We're good. I forward. Ready.
Check nickel.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. And this one's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hey, switch gears.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. To try again after the sack. Bridgewater. That's caught. It's Thomas. 27 yards there, a first down. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help, because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
A good run of 6 yards there. Gets them closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines have to...
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Latavius Murray taking it in. And they're able to strike first here on their opening drive. What's good on the extra point? And it's now a 7-0 game.
Buccaneers
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, it's Jones. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Ready? Mike. Switch up. Check 13. Check 13.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Here we go. Slam. Come on. Sit on that. Easy.
Comes to me, it's me.
5-0.
3's the mic. 53 is the mic.
All day, every day, any day.
Let's go.
Here we go.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Now the wolf.
Rip right.
22, jet, Bubba. 22.
1st down, Bridgewater. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Shaquille Barrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Bridgewater. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Call it a 3-yard gain. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater.
Check 24. Watch 24. Check.
This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. 45. Wild Bill. He's checking.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Murray. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Looking to throw again on second down. Winston. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Sack left, baby. Yum, 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 yum.
18 yards. And it's third down.
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here I come. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let me go.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
They're indeed going. It's Winston. He completes it to Evans. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Watch the shift. Check out the screen.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Tighten up. Tighten up.
Go.
Check 52.
Check safety.
Check. Fresh.
To throw is Bridgewater.
Back.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And Lutz's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers? It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 3rd and short yardage. Winston. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, let's go!
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Again, it's Jones. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. They're going to try and throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. A first down throw for Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, 33 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball.
On the ground, this is Kamara.
No.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
He wasn't ready.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, You and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Six guys. Check. Joker. High seven. Kill. Check. 45's the mic. Check. 45's the mic. Get ready.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. And that is incomplete. There on the coverage, knocking that one away was Mike Edwards. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
All day, baby, let's go. Check. 50 for the Army. Check. 53's mine.
First down, Winston. Dancing to his left. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard there to make the grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Kill. Hey, turn.
This is Murray.
Watch twist.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Again, it's Murray. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Murray running right, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a second down run for Murray. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Murray. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.